So I just cleaned my shower and I thought this would be a good time to show you guys this setup. So I know this sounds weird, but I spent some time optimizing this setup. And the reason why is that I often found out that I spent too much time, just in the shower, just wasting time. I mean, I really like hot showers, they feel great, but it's not really something that's important to my day. It's more of a utility. So what I did, and I also found a lot of points of frustration and friction in the showering process. So one of the first things I did was I got this dispenser on Amazon. And the thing I like about that is that, well, for starters, having bottles on here, there's a lot of problems with it. The first one is that the bottles leave these rings around on the bottom from, it's like just crap that builds up in the shower over the week, because you have to clean your bathroom every week, otherwise it gets really nasty. So that doesn't happen anymore. And picking up a bottle, opening it, and then squeezing it out is too much work rather than me just pressing a button and it dispenses the perfect amount of liquid every single time. So there's no variation in that. And it actually, you get more product out of it because you're not using too much and you're not using too little, because too little is not going to do the job. So it always dispenses the perfect amount of liquid. I also can clearly see how much I have left, so I know my inventory and when to buy more, unlike the bottles. One of the problems with the bottles as well is that when they start to get empty and you try to pick it up, the liquid on the bottom, it hasn't had time to get to the when you flip it to the bottom of the other bottom. So you're like squeezing the bottle and you're trying to get it out and it's not coming out, and that's something I really hated. So this setup is way cooler and easier because it uses gravity, which is a super underutilized force. It uses gravity for free to get your liquid out. So I really like that. I recommend it on Amazon. The other thing I did was I hung up a mirror in my shower. And the point of that was when I would be, I have a rag in there, I'm cleaning the sink. When I would be shaving in the sink, it would leave a huge mess. So having a mirror here and shaving in the shower is actually much better and easier, because I just use the shower head to spray everything off in 1 second rather than taking too much time to clean the sink. It was just a pain point that I didn't like. I also put a small timer or clock in there just so I'm not in the shower too long. It just doesn't do me any good to stay in there too long, because I want to be more productive and work on my business and other stuff that's important. The last thing I did to optimize my shower was put a little marker here with just electrical tape. And the reason why I did that was every morning when I flip my shower on, I'll show you this. I flip this on and it lines up with the other marker I placed. And the reasoning behind that is that I want my shower to be the ideal temperature every single time. And that's the spot I found that I like the most. It's not super hot and not warm. I don't like warm either. I like hot, but not super hot. So that's one of my favorite improvements in there as well. I know that newer showers, they usually have two handles or two knobs where you could set the temperature and the pressure. This is the setup I have. Like, it's my apartment, it doesn't have that, so that's the alternative I had to do for that. But anyways, this is my shower. I think you guys will like it if you made yours set up like this as well. I really just enjoy it. It's just easier and better for me. So subscribe to the channel, leave some comments down below, and let me know what you think. Thanks, guys.